मच्छर मारो बेटा, मुझे ऑफिस का काम करने दो, हमेशा बोर हो रही हूँ, मैं क्या करूँ?
बोर होने से भी मेरे पेरेंट्स लोग आजकल डांटते हैं, तो क्यों ना आज हम उस डांट को भूल जाएं और एक माइंड ब्लोइंग स्टोरी सुने। ये स्टोरी आपको बहुत अच्छी अच्छी लगने वाली है। तो मुझे पता है फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है, तो आपको इस वीडियो को जल्दी से एक लाइक ठोक दो और मेरे चैनल लर्न विद प्रियांशी को सब्सक्राइब कर दो। अगर आपको मेरी और एक मेरी प्रीवियस स्टोरी सुनी है तो लर्न विद प्रियांशी टाइप कर लो और मेरा एक ओडिसी ऐसा पोज वाला आया होगा, उसमें क्लिक करो और सबसे पहले सब्सक्राइब करना और फिर मेरी अपलोडेड वीडियो आप देख सकते हो। चलिए अब हमारी इस वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। और हाँ, वीडियो स्टार्ट करने से पहले लाइक और शेयर सब्सक्राइब तीनों चीजें याद रखना और जरूर करना। चलिए अब हमारी स्टोरी को स्टार्ट करते हैं। The story is based on a Japanese folktale. The two frogs, a Japanese folktale. In Osaka, a seaside town in Japan, once there lived a large frog in a ditch. He hopped about in the field eating ants and beetles. Whenever a cat came close, he would jump into the ditch. One evening, as he sat croaking मतलब फ्रेंड्स आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे तो क्रोकिंग का मीनिंग है वो जो मिडल लोग कुड़ुक कुड़ुक ऐसे नाइट टाइम में और बारिश के दिनों में तो बहुत करते हैं। That's croaking. Croaking, he heard two cranes talking to each other. They were talking about Kyoto, a city of palaces. Even the Midako lives in Kyoto. The Oscar frog decided to visit Kyoto. What a wonderful palace must be. Far away in Kyoto, a frog hopped to next a stream. He liked to eat snails and spiders and even dragonflies. When he would catch them, he had a great friend, a pond turtle. The turtle would even hide the frog when owls flew past the night. He knew a lot. One day he said, "Frog, I wish I could travel, but I am so slow that it will make me very long to reach and very tired to go anywhere." उसने ऐसा बोला। किसने बोला? उसके फ्रॉग ने। The frog said, "Oh, I never knew you wanted to travel. If you could, then where would you go?" "I would like to go to Osaka. It is next to the sea. Do you know that the sea is like frog? I have heard that is big and blue, has shoals of bright fish. There are many turtles in the sea, but they are more than 20 times bigger than me. Imagine." "Turtle, my friend, I will go to this journey for you. I will see all I can and come back and tell you about it." So it came to pass that Osaka frog and Kyoto frog started on their journeys at the same time. Soon their paths would cross. Meanwhile, they hopped on the way. They stopped at the ponds and ditches and streams and every large puddles because frog cannot stay dry for too long. Soon they reached a high hill. They began hopping up from opposite directions. Dense forest covered the hill. The sun would peep in front of the tree tops now and again, but it was cool and moist for the most part. Finally, as they reached the top of the hill, they saw a large, clear pool of water with pink and purple red lilies. As you can see here in the picture, pink and purple and red lilies. Here you can see. Yes or no? The trap. Lilies. Frog croaked loudly and hopped from one lily pad to another. The tired travelers were happy to reach the pole. The tired travelers. As they splashed about, they bumped into each other. Bumped मतलब ऐसे लग गए. सोचो कि ये मेरी एक कोई भी है ऐसे bumped हो गए. Okay. Bumped into each other. Soon they were exchanging stories of their travel. The Oscar frog described how he had escaped from a stork's beak. The Kyoto frog croaked loudly and swelled up. This was to show how big he had become. So a snake had let him go. Oops. Let's go to the next page. Next morning, the two frogs decided to continue on their journey, but as the sun rose above the horizon, they kept talking to each other. They were very tired and did not really want to go alone. Suddenly, the Kyoto frog had an idea. As he shared the idea with his new friend, they both jumped for joy. Jump means खुशी से jump किए. Jumped for joy. The next moment, frogs stood up on their hind legs as people do. ऐसे hind legs से ऐसे jump करके. Hind legs as people do, and hugged each other. They looked over each other's shoulders and saw their destinations with their own eyes, but they didn't seem to be at all excited about what they saw. मैंने जो पीरियड मेरी प्रीवियस लाइन बोली थी उसका ये पिक्चर देखो. दोनों अपने अपने डेस्टिनेशंस देख रहे हैं. ये साइड देख रहे हैं एंड वो साइड. as you can see their eyes. Destination with their own eyes, but they didn't seem to be all excited about what they saw. Kyoto is exactly like Osaka, cried one. What a waste of my entire journey has been. Yes, Osaka is the same as Kyoto, exclaimed the other. Both the frogs hopped back home. The towns of Osaka and Kyoto are different as chalk and cheese. But for the rest of their life, those frogs believed that they would be identical. They never left the coziness of their homes again. Can you guess why they were mistaken? Well, if you look closely, the frog's eyes are at the back of their head. When the two frogs hugged each other, each of them was looking at the place he had come from. So they thought that the two towns were the same. Nice story, right? I like this story. I love this story. This is my favorite story of this book. The last line is about this picture. Okay, so let me tell you the word meanings now. So, ditch means a canal with water. Midako means a title given to the past emperor of Japan. Emperor means you know na that. Midako, a title given a name just in the book. The past to the emperor of Japan, and yes, the Osaka and Kyoto and Midako. These all are really Japanese names. Our teacher told us. Okay, next is your moist, slightly wet. Moist means moist, slightly wet, a little slightly wet. Swell, to become bigger and rounder. The frogs like bigger and rounder like that. Swell. Horizon, where the sky seems to meet the land or sea. Here you can see horizon. This is land, not sea. But if it will be sea, so we can say proper horizon. Destination, a place to which somebody is going or coming from. As different as chalk and cheese, completely different from each other. Just people say this to compare each other. Identical means the same in every way. So this was our story. Hope you liked this story, and yeah, I'm remembering you again. Please subscribe, like and share my channel. Thank you friends. Bye bye.